everybody, and welcome to What the Hell Should I Watch? I'm Steve Stebbing, and this week is not a rundown of everything that we've watched over the week, which may become what you're watching, but instead we've taken a vacation time this week, and instead I have a little interview I did with Cera and Michael Angarano, who is the writer and director and star of the new film Sacramento, a film about two buddies estranged who go on a road trip, which may be under false pretenses. Here's the trailer, brought to you by Vertical Entertainment.
Breathe, Sal. Anger is just sadness with nowhere to go.
Ricky, I don't have the authority to kick you out of group, but you need to stop coming to group.
Where do I go?
Ricky's here.
Bring him in.
I'm phasing him out.
Why?
He's a grown man who hides in trees. Sorry.
Get me about him!
No call, no text, just trespassing.
Well, let me come say hi to Rosie.
No, she's taking a dump. I'm getting lunch.
You all right, man? You're just all out of whack right now. You're all, like, pent up.
No, I'm good. Not crazy about that.
Why did you do that?
There was a crick.
We're growing apart. Can we just drive around and have fun for 15 minutes? Want to go to Sacramento?
Unplanned, long drive to a city I have no desire to be in. Sounds fun.
My dad died. Gotta scatter his ashes.
This is the perfect opportunity for you to reconnect.
Sounds like you're gonna miss me.
That's your dad. He's going away for the weekend. We get to do whatever we want.
Sacramento!
There was some morally ambiguous behavior last night.
How long have you been married?
4 happy years. I'm not saying we have this sexual energy.
Oh, we don't.
You sound hungover.
3 Budweisers and 2 tequila shots. I'm only a man.
I didn't know what I wanted, but I think I do now.
Who's that?
What is this? Are you visiting?
I don't love the bangs. To your pop.
Then to us. Fare thee well, Pop. Breakfast?
You're going through something. You need my help.
What you're doing right now is textbook projecting.
I'm very angry.
It's called misplaced anger.
No, stop. Out. Glenn.
I think you're having a panic attack, Glenn.
I'm scared. Really scared.
Life is crazy and there's a lot you can't control.
But
what?
I thought you were heading towards saying something reassuring.
Yeah, me too.
Let's set some ground rules. No kissing. Definitely no sex.
Did you just wink at me?
No.
Alrighty, so there's the trailer if YouTube lets me post it. It's a pretty solid film. If you haven't watched last week's episode of What the Hell Should I Watch, Chloe and I gave our thoughts on it there, very glowing thoughts about a film that's like a very nice watch to have with actors that have really great chemistry. So let's get into the actual interview portion of it. I was originally told that I would have 10 minutes. That turned into 4 minutes. And I tried to cram in as much as I could, but I had to start off by addressing my surroundings because I didn't know if it would be something they were questioning at the time. So here's my talk with Michael Angarano and Cera. Hi there, it's Steve Stebbing from stevestebbing.ca. How are you guys doing today?
Good. How you doing?
Doing well, man.
Doing really good. I'm doing this for my day job, so it looks weird behind me. So,
Are you in a Canadian Tire?
no, actually, I'm in Penticton here. We make agricultural sprayers and blowers and stuff for vineyards and orchards and stuff. So,
Sprayers and blowers.
yeah, so I'm like
What's the
I'm a
size
parts
in the
guy. More, yeah, for like spraying grapes and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, it's busy, so I took some time out to do this, and I really appreciate you guys' time. I will say right away that you guys are setting the benchmark. This film sets the benchmark for 2025 for opening lines. That opening line, I don't know how you beat that opening line. Like it's just it's well set, and
Really
I can
sets
only
the tone.
Yeah, it really, really does. And I think that first scene with you and Maya really sets a nice tone. And it kind of like groups in like some really great, nice films that we've got recently. I mean, Real Pain and recently, Bob Trevino Likes It, and just kind of continues this theme. And I like the good heart that this film has. And was that kind of the core when you were set out to write this film?
Yeah, I mean, I think the at the core of the film is Chris Smith and I who wrote it together. We've been writing it for 10 years, and we always said that if it ever became not fun trying to develop this and make this film, then we would stop. And it did become not fun for a while there. No, I mean, it always was. It always was,
Mhm.
but it was always like it was always something that like it was just an excuse for us to hang out. And I feel
Yeah.
like that continued even through production till now. Like it was always an enjoyable experience. So I feel like at the core of it, it's not surprising that the movie, feels like it has a lot of heart because it was made by everybody with a lot of it.
Mhm. I feel like there's also like a lot of themes at play in this one. There's like estranged friendship that like reconnects at exactly the right time, whether Glenn wants to or not.
Mhm.
Of course, being a new father and like mental health, like men's mental health is really kind of at the top of it. What do
Mhm.
you both individually think is the best takeaway from this film?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, takeaway is if there's really a takeaway, it's you know, it, I guess these are two characters who really struggle to be honest with themselves.
Mhm.
And so it kind of hurts the people around them. I mean, that's at the core of it is their ability to communicate. And that's always been a struggle for me in even in choosing to direct and act is like how are you expressing and communicating? So I feel like if anything, that's kind of at the core of this movie.
Mhm. Do you feel the same with that one, Michael Cera?
yeah, I mean, I think, that's well said. I feel like, when I like really connect with the movie, I don't necessarily have like a reduction, a reduced takeaway from it that's sort of like a point, but more of a like an experience or an emotional experience or just a feeling that the movie gives you, which you could put into words. Like I think,
Mhm.
I hope people come out of the movie feeling, thoughtful, thinking about their lives and their situation, even if this is not the station of life they're in right now.
Yeah.
But and hopefully they, had got a good feeling from the movie. I think it's an uplifting movie
Absolutely.
because you laugh along the way and you're going this emotional ride with these guys. So I just hope people have a good feeling coming out of it.
Awesome. Thanks. Well, that's my time, guys. Thank you so much
Okay.
for your time. I
Nice talking to
appreciate
Yeah.
you.
it.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
Yeah, I will tell you, 4 minutes is really not enough to get some heady questions in. And I really had to strike a lot of the questions I was going to ask because they were kind of two-parter ones or something that would have caused a lot more depth. So basically, I talked about a penis line in the beginning and the effect that the movie would have, but I don't think it got across exactly how I wanted to. But in 4 minutes, word to the wise, in 4 minutes, I feel like I need to do more work to make it concise because I'm way too much of a podcaster at heart. But that is it for this week of What the Hell Should I Watch? You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Threads, and Blue Sky at Steel Dead. And you can find Chloe at HoneyBunChloe on Letterboxd. And you can find all of these episodes on stevestebbing.ca. You can also go to YouTube and search up Steve Stebbing or The Steel Dead, and I am also on shiftheads.ca. And you can hear me every week on Shane Hewitt and the Night Shift on Toronto's News Talk 1010, found on the iHeartRadio network. But until then, and after we're done vacation, see you next time.